I'm getting my meal plan.
Okay, we're recording.
Do I mute this? I'm muting myself. Hold on.
We're recording. Do you hear me, Georgie?
I've never used that one.
That's from the challenge. It's in the files of this app group. For now, you can go there and get it. Oh hi. My mother-in-law and sister-in-law just came over.
Which can you hold that up again, Georgie?
I didn't know they were coming.
Isn't that lovely?
I came home from church and Gigi Mike's like, hey, great news. My mom's coming over. I'm like, oh. But, I didn't know.
Georgie, can you hold up your sheet again? I didn't see what it looked like. Because I don't know if we have...
It's in the Challenger Journal.
Oh, okay.
It's a grid like this.
Okay, got you. It's in the Challenger Journal? Okay, that's in our files section, too.
Okay. And then this thing list from it, you can make it right from it. So I'm going to do that. What I love about this is like writing down for a second on a Sunday is like the Shakeology is just one thing I know I'm going to have every day. So that makes it easy. It's like, okay, good. One thing done.
I've been staying like really simple with my food prep and with like my breakfasts and my lunches. And pretty much I've been eating the same thing every day. But so then I just kind of know more of what my prep is going to be like for the morning because I really, as I'm holding a knife, I'm like, I know that I'm going to do my peppers and my onions and my zucchini, and I turn my zucchini into noodles so that I have that like when the kids have pasta things and stuff like that. But besides doing my veggies, I really haven't prepped much else on Sundays. So I have to start doing more of like that dinner part, which is why I like, going back to writing it all down, because Brian and I just were talking about it, like, what are we going to do for dinner tonight? What are we going to do for dinner tomorrow night? And if I can get that back in check, I think it will be so much better. And we did just order the 3-day refresh. We're going to do it together. So I'm excited about that.
Has Brian never done the refresh? No, right?
No, but we usually do it quarterly, but we just didn't do it in September, like after the summer. And we're like, oh no, we're getting back into gear, and nutritionally that hasn't happened as much. So we decided we're gonna kick off November doing it. But yeah, he's done it.
Can you also, when you're done with your sheet, do you think you could scan or post it to our group just so some people can get an idea?
Which sheet, Georgie's?
Yeah, I'll do the same thing. I just.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm in the car now, but I've already done like my shopping. I had like a Peapod deliveries, but when I get home, I'll write it out.
How do you like the Peapod?
I love it. Like, I haven't had a problem. All of the meats and chicken, you don't want it, you could just give it back right away. Or if they don't have it, they'll just reflect that on the bill. So I don't know, it's for me. I don't have to go out to the store. And then twice a week we do a Sunbasket, which is like a delivery, service. And they have all these different menus that you can choose from. And they cater to like dairy-free, gluten-free, paleo. So I can get something like an organic if you want meat. So I can get, I can have 2 meals a week that is sent to me and has all the ingredients for me. So that's been a huge help.
I think I need to look into one of these food delivery services because I'm old school. Like, I feel like I have to go to the store. I have to look at what I'm buying, this and that. But, like, it does take such a chunk of my time, especially because I go to BJ's and then I go to Stop and Shop, depending on, like, my meats and stuff. I'll buy at BJ's. Even though it's just me, like, it's so much cheaper and just freeze it. But there's this thing called Instacart, and they'll deliver either BJ's or, like, local supermarkets. They do Whole Foods. They do Best Market or Best Yet, whatever is a local supermarket here. It's, like, $150 a year. But if you break it down, it's like $10 a month for them to deliver my stuff. I'm like, my 2 hours during the weekend is worth $10. Like,
that's awesome. What's it called, Kara?
Instacart.
Instacart, okay.
I can post the link in here, and then I can post something about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never used it. I know a lot of people that do use it and swear by it.
Yeah.
159, so $160 a year. So we'll break that down, $12 a month for your stuff to be delivered to your door.
That's awesome.
Something about the math seems wrong. Like, how are they making a profit on it? How are they having some food shop for me and bring it to my door? Especially because I live in an apartment complex, so I have to park a little bit further. So to like heave-ho everything to my apartment, especially when it's BJ's stuff, like, I would love for them to deliver my case of water to my front door. That sounds amazing. But there's all different services. Maybe we could make a post in the group and see if other people are using these kind of services and see. I know Amazon, something.
Amazon Prime does food through.
Oh, Prime.
Well, depending on what area you live in.
Mother-in-law and sister-in-law really quick just to say hi. But all right, so I did write down one thing I'm eating. I'm gonna just do one thing this week because I don't have much time today to make too much. So I'm just doing the crock pot oatmeal because it's 4 ingredients in the crock pot. And I'm either gonna pair it with eggs and veggies or yogurt and fruit. And I'll just alternate that every other day or whatever.
Yeah, Brian's gonna do grilled. We're gonna do some chicken tonight with just some of the cut up veggies that we have already. He'll have it. He's gonna do that tonight, and then we'll have some extra that I can bring to lunch tomorrow. I try and take at least one dinner to lunch as well, just to shift it up a little bit because I've been doing so many salads. But
Mom, what's your plan? What's your plan? That you think about doing?
I was being so quiet because I was trying to figure out how to get all of you on the screen.
Just swipe to the swipe. I think swipe right.
or there's the
Swipe to the left.
there's the gallery view too.
Oh my goodness, I'm there now. I see everybody. Okay, thank you. I'm here. Well, anyway, they had such a great Stop and Shop sale on chicken, so I bought a big package of grilled chicken to make grilled for salad. And also, I'm trying to encourage my husband instead of all these cold cuts with all the salt to try to take the sliced chicken, on the sandwich for work. And then I'm going to make the lemon chicken that Carrie once you sent me the recipe. It was very good, like a light
Confessions
recipe.
of Fit Foodie, lemon chicken is one of my favorite things. And I know
Yeah,
it's delicious.
So I'm going to do those two things. Also, I've been into that light, like cream soup. I made the broccoli one, the cauliflower. So I wanted to try one with the asparagus in it because I like those kind of cream soups, but this is very light. It doesn't have cream in it or butter or anything like that.
The skinny taste ones?
Yes, they're very, very good.
She's from Long Island.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
She bought a house in Lake Bayshore, I think, actually, and they're redoing it right on the water.
Uh-huh. And then I was going to try the turkey zucchini meatballs and put them on the spaghetti squash and, of course, regular pasta for Tim. But what I'm trying to do, I know it may sound a little premature for you other ladies, but I start planning my Christmas party very, very early. So I'm trying different things that I can use for appetizers. And I'm going to go very big for my Christmas party this year. So I want to do the turkey zucchini meatballs. I always have a different kind of meatball. So that I'm going to try this week.
That's awesome that you're planning already.
Yeah, and I wanted to do like I've been making these the stuffed peppers. So I decided I'm going to make with the small, with those mini peppers, some little mini stuffed peppers, and have them all on a tray and stuff. So I won't get into my Christmas planning over here, but these are things I wanted to try ahead of time.
No, share away.
Share that. I'm planning my Christmas party as well right now.
So maybe one time we can do something where we all come up, brainstorm ideas of really good, healthy appetizers, since the holidays is such a big thing for everybody, to stay on track. And, if they're good, you don't have to tell people. You don't have to put a big sign that says these are healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian.
And something else I wanted to tell you too, like with the vegetables, I was like a butter freak. I put butter on everything. So like this week, I'm gonna make steamed carrots and put just a drizzle of honey and a squeeze of fresh orange juice on it instead of making glazed carrots with the brown sugar and the butter. So that's a big change for me. It's healthier for a vegetable.
And try some coconut oil. I love coconut oil with vegetables. It comes out so good, and it's similar to butter. It's very similar.
Right.
Susan, we
went through like a stick of butter.
that we can share. That we
What?
can talk about like those little tips that you just said how like you used to do this and now you do this, and it's equally as satisfying and so much healthier.
Right. We
Changes.
the
the
tiny
butter.
little modification goes a long way. And really, to tell you the truth, when I serve these things to the family, they're not like freaking out. They don't really see the difference in them. I mean, the kids right away, they ask, is this healthy? And I say, well, taste it and see if you like it. And it pretty much everything's been selling. I've never made anything that's gross that they won't eat. So that's very encouraging.
When I first started doing Beachbody, my mom would say, "What do you eat? Grilled chicken and steamed broccoli every day?" Like just
That's all I thought it was.
like that it's gonna be gross. And now obviously she knows like it's otherwise. It's not gross. It's like delicious. It's actually like, really good stuff. I like prefer to eat healthy. I prefer to like not feel disgusting after eating.
Well, basically, there's nothing that I used to make that I'm not making anymore, but I just found a healthier way to make it. That's all. Modifying the ingredients, and it's working for me.
Carrie and Christine, you're not in our group, but my mom is like the all-star in the group who's always talking about stuff.
Well, I do make some mistakes. Like I thought I'd make pea soup. I'm thinking, vegetables with ham. That's good because I love soups for dinner. Then I realized peas are carb, so I can't. So I'll have that more for lunch. That's all. But I make my mistakes along the way. I don't realize. I ate a whole bowl of it, and I'm like, oh no, oops. So we have it lunchtime instead. And Carrie was also mentioning to me that I should say something about the fresh herbs. I don't know if you do gardening with the herbs. To me, there's nothing like it. When you go to cook, you go outside and you just grab some fresh parsley or basil or whatever. So what I do is I harvest like a whole crop at once. I'll wash it really, really good, put it out on a cookie sheet with a baking rack, let it dry a little bit. Then I make small little packages and put them in the freezer. Very tight, and then I put them in a little baggie, and then it's enough. Like if I'm going to make a stew or whatever I'm going to make, I have the fresh herbs, and I have to tell you that whatever you harvest, like from 1 year, they last you through the whole year, and you take them out. Literally, the basil, the parsley, it smells so like fresh. It's so much better than I used to put them in the dehydrator or put them in the oven. It makes a different taste. So this way, you have fresh herbs like all year round. It's such a wonderful thing. Yeah.
You need to sell them to our local your little packages and stuff.
Yeah, Caitlin can have a stand out front, okay, with her lemonade.
All right, girls, I got to thank you because you gave me my meal plan, all this conversation. I'm done.
What is it? Tell us.
So the crock I told you about, and then the days that I do the veggies in the morning, I'm going to do a salad with fruit in the afternoon or whatever. I'm going to flip-flop it. And then the days where I do the fruit and yogurt in the morning, I'm going to do a salad with just veggies. And Mike said there's London broil on sale right now at Stop and Shop. So we're going to get a London broil and make a steak salad, like sliced steak in a salad slice for the protein on the one day. And then the other day it's going to be a salad with like some kind of fruit. I think I had pears left over from our fall night last night. So I'll do a pear salad on that day. And then for my snack in the middle of the day, it's going to be apple with peanut butter on the day where I need the fruit, or almond butter, and the veggies with ranch dip on the days where I need the veggie. Because it's, they'll alternate. And then I'm going to do the lemon chicken because I love that recipe. I'm going to do that for dinner.
Good.
Yeah, I'm going to do sausage and peppers for dinner. That's it. I'm done.
Nice. I'm behind. I was talking too much. I'm trying to make my list now.
So, have you guys been to Starbucks? You tasted those egg white bites. They cook them. I'd say cook them like sous vide. Is that how you say it? I don't know.
Yeah.
Call them egg white veggie bites. They're pretty good. And if you're in a rush to go somewhere and you need to pick up something, like they're pretty good.
Really good. So I came across this recipe a long time ago of how to make healthy ones, and I even in the Instapot, because I don't have a sous vide, whatever the heck that is. So I actually bought these silicone trays on Amazon a while back, and they've been on my counter, and my husband keeps saying, like, can we put them away? I'm like, no, I have to leave them out till I use them. And it's been like a couple of months. But I have all the ingredients, and now I'm going to make healthy Starbucks egg white bites recipe in here in my Instapot. And I'll let you know how that goes, but I'm super excited about it. And it uses turkey bacon, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and some mozzarella and spinach and a tomato. So, and bell peppers.
You should share that. Share that recipe.
I definitely
Post the recipe, yeah.
Try it out before I
Should try it first.
But that's one new thing that I'm making this week. And then I think I'm going to make that baked oatmeal. Because I haven't had that.
Oh, yes.
Tray of it with the raspberries and everything. Because I feel like my breakfasts have been very boring. Like it's just been like yogurt or hard-boiled eggs. Like I've done a lot of prep, but not like planning. So I've had good foods to have, but nothing exciting. And I pulled out I went through so many of my recipes, and I still like can't totally decide because I can't make a meal every night because it just won't work. If I plan for a meal every night, like I'll end up wasting food. But so I like to usually pick like 3. So maybe 1 today and maybe 2 to 3 during the week. And one thing I haven't made in a long time is the 21-day fix meatloaf. We haven't had meatloaf in so long. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to make meatloaf. And what I also love to make in the Instapot is chili. So I can't decide if I'm going to make a chicken chili or I can make beef. They're pretty similar in the recipes. But one thing that I will do, because it won't be today that I make the chili, at Trader Joe's, they sell the pre-cut onions, carrots, and celery in a thing. It's called like mirepoix or something like that. But it's already cut up in a container. So I'll do that because I can come home from work and throw it in. So it takes out all that extra prep, and cooking in the Instapot, it cooks up really quickly. So it's not like you're cooking all day long. So those are things that I'm definitely this week. And one other thing, I don't know, I was posting it on Instagram, so I don't know if you saw it, but these containers are Rubbermaid, and they're, what are they called? Freshworks. So I used them for the first time last weekend. I had like 4 pounds of strawberries in here. I just threw out the last 4 strawberries, and I could have still eaten them. So they lasted. I washed them on Sunday, put them in here, and they lasted all week long. So I just ordered smaller ones. I have 2 big ones and like a medium-sized one. And so I just ordered 2 smaller ones, but I highly recommend those if you have a problem with your fruit not staying long enough. And it's a great way to get fresh fruit.
I actually have them. What is the name of that? Rubbermaid what?
It's called Freshworks. Wait, I have the box in my recycle. I'll go pull it out.
Is it on Amazon?
Yeah, I ordered them on Amazon. So when I ordered it, I couldn't really tell how big they were. So the first pack I ordered came with 2 of these big ones, and then like this one, which is smaller, but it's not as small as it might look right now. So then I just ordered 2 that are like half of this, which is better for like blueberries or raspberries, but like a whole thing of arugula, a whole bag of arugula fits in here, and like not smushed. Like obviously it could go in a smaller container, but and it stayed fresh all week too, which was really, really cool. So that's a great
I need that.
prep tip. But let me see if I can grab that box.
Okay, that's awesome because I have a problem with my stuff going bad so quickly. But I do the chili a lot too. My kids love the chili, and I put it over from Trader Joe's. They have the quinoa pasta, and my kids even eat it now. I usually do mine over the zoodles, but if my husband wants to eat it, they'll do the quinoa pasta too, which is like a simple little twist that like you said before, Susan, goes a long way. Okay, Freshworks. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Carrie.
Awesome. I'm going to order it as soon as we get off this phone.
Amazon's going to be flooded. I'm ordering them too, but especially for the fresh berries that go so quickly.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You might have to search around, like, because once I ordered them, I'm like, well, it says they come in smaller sizes, but I couldn't find it on Amazon. So I had to like keep searching in a different way, and I finally found like smaller ones. So I couldn't order the smaller ones on Prime, so it didn't come in like 2 days. But these were on Prime, so the other ones are coming in a couple days.
Awesome. I've been doing for the breakfasts. I've been doing the egg cups. I don't use the egg whites. I just use the regular eggs and just use mixed veggies and put them in the cupcake tins. And I have them and I alternate them in the mornings with the Greek yogurt. I think Georgie was doing something with yogurt in the morning too. But I totally have forgotten about, like you just said, Carrie, the meatloaf. And I loved the stuffed peppers for so long. And I have all the ingredients. I just haven't been making it. I've been kind of staying very bland, and I think I have to spice it up a little bit to keep it going. So I'm going to use these recipes this week, which will be awesome.
My plan. I'm lost right now. I'm just listening. I'm not good at this. I'm getting like distracted as you guys are doing it. I think I'm gonna do for breakfast the overnight oats, the banana bread ones. Oh my god, I love them. My mom tried them and she thought they were disgusting. She threw it out. Absolutely love it. And then the salad, I'm going to do the salad that Georgiana makes because I love it. The gorgonzola, pears, walnut salad with like homemade salad dressing. That I think we should post that recipe for the salad. You should post the recipe for the salad dressing.
Yeah, the salad dressing recipe, we need that for sure.
And then for dinner, I don't know. I'm sitting here just looking at my thing blank. I kind of want to do sloppy joes, maybe. Like Carrie said, if she plans a dinner for every single day, she ends up throwing out food. For me, it's also a little difficult because I live alone. So if I plan a meal and I make a meal, it's like pretty much I have to have that for 5 days. And something always comes up that I'm not eating for 5 days. So I think to be cognizant of what I'm making and what I'm throwing out every week, I need to start making a little bit smaller, like scaling back what I'm making. So it's only planning out for like 4 days. So that way I have another meal. Or when I make something, pre-make a meal and stick it in my freezer. So that way if I have to pull it out at some time, it's already done. Which I know.
Yeah, like the chili and sloppy joes, you can put all that in the freezer.
Which I know is something that other people on the team struggle with if they are the only ones who are eating healthy or if they're younger and single and living home or something. There's other people that have the same, like, what do I do about food? And I don't want to eat the same thing every single day. So I think that that's smart to freeze stuff. I need to start thinking about doing that ahead of time too. I think to freeze it when it's like 5 days sitting in my fridge, it needs to be thrown out, not be frozen.
Or even if you make some kind of meatballs and sauce, you can put that in the freezer, in small packages. Take it out in the morning before you go to work, and when you come home, it'll be perfect.
Yeah.
One thing, Susan, you were before, and I didn't want to forget. One of the recipes I pulled out. I don't know. Sometimes I print out recipes, and unfortunately, it doesn't have like the website or anything. So sometimes I don't know where I get them from, or I copy and paste the recipe and put it in Word. Like I don't know how you print out a recipe without having a website, but somehow I do this. So I had this recipe for a while. It's cauliflower pumpkin casserole, and I thought, ooh, this sounded like something like if I'm gonna grill up a steak this week, that would be a great nice side to go with it. But I'm like, oh, this is also a great dish for say like Thanksgiving, and it seems decadent, but it is healthier. So it's a large cauliflower or cauliflower florets because you have to cut it into florets. You use unsweetened almond milk, shredded sharp cheddar cheese, and pure pumpkin puree with Dijon mustard and whole wheat panko breadcrumbs. So it's almost like that melted cheese cauliflower casserole, except it's like a pumpkin.
That sounds delicious.
So it sounds really good. I don't take a picture of it and share it that way because I don't know how else to share it, honestly.
The best way is when you see recipes if you have a picture. That does sound delicious.
What is it actually called, Carrie?
It's called cauliflower pumpkin casserole. Most likely I got it somewhere from Pinterest. So it may have saved the pin, because that's unless I go to like Confessions of a Fit Foodie. Usually my recipes come from Pinterest somehow. So
Can you share your oatmeal bake recipe again too in the group page?
yeah, that's the one that Georgie shared like years ago from Broken Bourgeois.
The crock pot
Is
one?
that how you say it?
It looks like Baroque.
Wow. Blogspot.com. But yeah, I'll give you the link.
Delicious.
When people post the links of the recipes, I find it difficult to copy them because when I click on it, then you see, you know, they give the little description, you know, the encouraging words about it. Then they have a picture, then they have ingredients. It seems like I have to screenshot like 5 different pages, and then I have them all in my photo. It's like, what is the best one? Like the real
There
How
should
do you
be
save them?
their friendly version on there. Like if you go to the printer friendly
Right,
version,
yeah.
it'll come out like at least
Double
if you-
shortcut it.
it'll all be in one place probably.
Yeah, or maybe 2 pages. That would be better than like 5 pages. Then I have all these things on my pick photos, and I don't know what recipes they go to. Okay, I'll try that.
Okay.
Okay.
I just Googled cauliflower pumpkin casserole, and there's a bunch of different recipes that come up. I'd be curious if we could kind of match it up with what the ingredients are in that one, which one it is. Because some of these.
We need the healthy one, Kev.
Yeah, I was going to say, some of these are not healthy. This is like, the first one's like 480 calories. I'm like, nope, not that one.
I'm talking on mute, sorry. But this one's definitely healthy. There's nothing
Yeah, there are definitely healthier ones. Honest cooking looks like it could be.
I have a question. Everybody loves pumpkin. Does anybody make their own fresh pumpkin puree? If you make spaghetti squash, you can do it. You take a pumpkin, you cut it in half, you put this water in the bottom of the pan, you steam it, you cook it until it gets soft. You push on it soft, like over an hour, because it's, you know, usually pretty big, or whatever, the ones I use, the pumpkins I use. And then you take it out and you put it through the food mill. And then I put them in food saver bags, and I usually make them in like 1.5 cup packages, which is good for most recipes if you're going to make the pie. It's so much better than the canned. And you can put it in your casserole, your cauliflower casserole, Gary. Okay, nobody's interested in going the 9 yards on that one. Okay.
I like that you're like, just put it in your food, that thing, what do you call it? Your food mill? Like,
Food
if
saver.
everyone just happens to have one of those food mills to curate
A
your
food mill, come on, everybody.
food mill.
I'm sorry, I'm an old-fashioned girl.
Is that a food processor?
What is that?
Is it a food processor? No.
No, it's a hand mill. Actually, Carrie, one of mine was getting kind of old and cruddy, and for Christmas one year, you got me a new one, and it wasn't really expensive. It's like a stainless steel pot.
Like from back in the days where you put like tomatoes and you boil tomatoes down, then you actually grind them.
Yeah, that's how I make my tomato puree.
There was a food processor.
Stop, don't make fun of me. I do all my tomato sauce like that. I just take all the tomatoes, cut them in half, wash them, cut them in half, cook them in, and go. I have no life, okay? No, but to me, I can't stand like canned stuff and prepared food.
But that's good, that's healthier.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll be selling the pumpkin puree. Just place an order. I'll send it to you. Okay, I won't give you any old-fashioned ideas then. See, I'm the older one in the group, so I can bring all that to the site.
I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see that? That's what it is.
There you go, Kara.
And you actually have to like grind your stuff down before the electricity.
I think our time limit is gonna. It doesn't tell me. It told me like a few minutes ago that we had 10 minutes left, but then it doesn't show me a timer. So,
Yeah, it says, and I actually have to run.
Thank you guys for all the ideas. I feel like mine is going to write itself when I get home. My
Awesome.
meal plans week.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day.
Enjoy your ladies.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.